Good morning, Brenda Geiger. I went to the TEDx talk here in Kansas City on August 2nd, and I want to share the 4 takeaways I learned from the best in the business in creating more share of voice on LinkedIn and the world using their techniques. The 4 takeaways have to do with frequency, length, interactivity, and a different lens on things. So the first thing that I learned is when I went to the pre-conference, they had a booth and they invited me in and put electrodes on my head, my forehead, and let me hear snippets of the speakers that I would be hearing once they opened the doors. And then they showed me which speakers I resonated with, which speakers lit up my brain that I would enjoy most. And it was so accurate because I starred their names before I went in and listened to the 12 speakers. And the ones that I resonated with the most, that was predetermined by this immersive experience, was journalist and podcaster Jen White, who spoke on democracy, and Eric Gosman, an artist and Guggenheim Fellow, who spoke on using his art to shine the light on people in disadvantaged countries and change the dynamics and get people to think differently about things. It was wonderful. So back to the 4 takeaways that you can learn about your engagement on LinkedIn or your website or your landing page or any other communication that you're doing in the world. Frequency. You do not have to be showing up every day on a podcast or LinkedIn or anywhere. If you look at TED Talks, obviously they happen once a year, so there's hype built around it, and then there's enthusiasm built around it. But I have consciously decided to just post on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. No weekends, not Monday and Friday when I'm really busy getting into my week or getting out of my week. And I think that will be more tolerable, no fatigue with my audience. Length. I don't believe that we need to have every post being 200 words. We can have 2-word posts. We can have 20-word posts. And when you look at the effectiveness of the presenters at TED Talks, they're limited to a 15-minute talk. They have to get a lifetime's worth of work into that 15-minute talk and connect with you, build rapport, and change your attitude about a subject. Length is important. Mix it up. Don't make it too long. Justin Welsh does this wonderfully. Interactivity. During a TED Talk, they immediately have to get you interacting and building empathy and create stories and facts. And that's why another LinkedIn influencer, Brad Long, is such a big proponent of quizzes. He believes quizzes are a great interactive mechanism to get people interacting with your brand. He has the dopamine drip system, and I love what he's doing on LinkedIn. And then as far as a different lens, I believe that I'm creating a different lens on marketing. I realize that not everyone wants to talk about marketing day and night, so I am looking at it from a different lens and speaking from a different lens. Spirituality, high vibration, bringing your gifts to the world. This is a different lens, and this is what all of us do every day, and what TEDx speakers do so wonderfully, no matter if they're talking about neuroscience, arts, or civil movements. They bring the commonality and let you look through life through a different lens so you can navigate the world differently. So as you move forward this week, next week, this month with your messaging, keep in mind frequency. Perhaps dial it down. Length, perhaps dial it down. Shorter is better. Interactivity. Have an immersive experience, a quiz, or putting someone in the booth with the EEG electrodes on their head so they see what lights up, like I did at TEDx. And look at life through a different lens and help your customers, your prospects look at life through a different lens. I think your engagement will go way up. Thanks for listening.